Hello all, and welcome to a post-work beer review. It's about 10:20 in the night. Just finished work, so yeah. It's been a very busy 3-day weekend, so very much want to beer right now. And what is it that we are reviewing tonight? We are reviewing a local beer. This is Mahea Haze, Hazy IPA from Kona Brewing Company. This is a fairly new release. This is 6.0 ABV. And yeah, locally canned. No, I know it's locally canned because it's got these ribbed edges. So you know when things are canned in Hawaii, because things canned in Hawaii have like these aluminum cans that are ribbed for your pleasure, I guess. Anyways, let's go and read the back verbiage, shall we? I'm going to have to use this because it's too small and it's too dark. So yeah, oopsie, I'll try and get this down so you don't get blinded. Moonlit cheers. Kicking back with your friends at the beach under the glow of a full moon is pure magic. It's the vibe that inspired Mahea Haze Hazy IPA, an intense yet smooth cloud-like IPA, without the bitter taste, so it goes down easy. Cheers to island life. So this is fairly light in ABV for a hazy IPA, 6.0. It's very rare that you see anything labeled as anything other than a session IPA that's under that 6.0 or under nowadays. So yeah, without much further ado, let's just go and pour this out because it's late enough that I don't really want to spend time on idle chit chat. Okay. Oh, this is pouring out nicely. Yeah. So, hazy yellow. Oh, it's a little bit too much light, I guess. A hazy yellow. Some tints of orange to it. Nicely carbonated. It's not intensely hazy. It doesn't look like a super juice bomb. With a slightly off-white foamy head. About a finger's worth here. Kind of got pineapple. Hints of pineapple, guava, ozone. Some mild dankness. Fairly closed up, but still pretty cold. Yeah, so mostly fruity notes in the nose. Onto the palate now, shall we? Well, like the definition, like the description says, it's not very bitter. Got a light resinous note up front, but not very bitter. Fairly prickly carbonation. I'm gonna hold it like this, see if I can get more flavor out of it. Some juicy notes in the mid to finish. And kind of a long-lasting, fruity, slightly fermented note on the long finish. Honestly, this smells better than it tastes. Yet for some odd reason, there doesn't seem to be much of a top note, you know. I can smell it and get those notes, but I'm not getting much of a top note. Let me go and see if I can. No, top note is just basically a more muted form of the bouquet notes. So I was kind of struck during my earlier sampling of this is just how kind of bland it is. It's not a juice bomb. I mean, it's got those fruity notes. It's kind of slightly sweet, but it's basically the like hazy notes kind of turned down. So you got that kind of tropical fruit, kind of touches of citrus, kind of touches of dank, but it's all been turned down to about half of what you usually expect in a hazy. Which I mean is kind of not surprising for Kona. Kona is kind of entry level craft in some respects. You know, they're not going to push the envelope too hard in regards to either style or taste. But you're just kind of left with this sort of beer that kind of, at best, is evocative of watered down pineapple juice, I guess. No real off notes, but no real great notes either. I mean, it's just kind of there. I mean, it's not as god awful as some hazies I've had. It's actually decently made. There's no floaters in it. There's no intense booziness that you get from some hazies. Um, and it's not like a super juice bomb either. Uh, some people like that juice bomb thing. I don't. It's just kind of meh. Yeah. So, Kona Brewing Company's Mahea Haze Hazy IPA. Should have called it Mahea Haze. Oh, I make myself laugh at such bad jokes because that's just the way I am. I'm a Generation Xer. We're supposed to laugh at really bad puns and dad jokes. And that, folks, is your beer review for this night. Cheers.